Hello and welcome to section 4.1. This is the first uh, section in chapter 4, which also starts exam 2 material. So congrats for getting this far. The first exam material was fun to go through with you, and I hope that you've learned a lot. There's a lot more to learn, though, about organic chemistry. So I hope that we all find exam 2 materials to be a little more engaging than there was for exam 1. All right, so in this chapter, and specifically the first part, we're going to talk about hydrocarbons, which are molecules that generally have just carbons and hydrogens. And we're also going to talk about how those molecules behave in terms of rotation, in terms of what their shape is, and the energetics of these molecules. But before we get into all that, what we really need to know is how do we communicate? Oh, my OneNote went away. Is how do we communicate about these molecules, and how can we do so efficiently enough so that we can talk about the more difficult concepts in these chapters. So what we need to do first is talk about the types of molecules that we'll be discussing here, and those are alkanes. Generally, alkanes are molecules that have only CC single bonds and no double or triple bonds between carbons. If you have a double bond between carbons, you call that an alkene. And if you have a triple bond between carbons, you say they are alkynes. There we are. Right. So this is going to be kind of where we start in chapter 4. And we'll go into a little more detail about how to name alkanes in the next section, chapter 4.2. But the main point of this section is a welcome into chapter 4 and exam 2 material.